here's the big body guy. Okay, starting up here, one of the first structures you should be able to identify is this starting point down here, this big dilation. And what is that? That's the cisterna. Okay, so basically all of the lymphatic vessels from the lower extremities and from the abdominal region, they're all emptying into this cisterna, and then the cisterna marks the beginning of this big lymphatic vessel here, which is what?
Thoracic duct?
That's the thoracic duct, okay, and it travels all the way up on the posterior aspect of the thoracic cavity, curves up and around, and then dumps into the and they've removed the internal jugular here a little bit, but it comes up, it circles behind the subclavian vein, and then it curves around and dumps into the junction between, this is where the internal jugular would be, and then that's the subclavian. So it dumps in there. Okay? So that's the thoracic duct. All right. It's also known as the left lymphatic duct. And that's going to drain basically everything on the left side of the face, left neck, left thoracic region, left upper extremity, and then the entire abdominal cavity and all the lower extremities. Okay? The right lymphatic duct, which just does the right side of the head, the right neck, the right arm, and the right chest region, that represents it right there. Just that little trunk represents the right lymphatic duct. Okay, so thoracic duct or left lymphatic duct coming up around and then dumping here. The right lymphatic duct dumping right there. Okay? So they dump in the same spots but on different sides of the body. Okay? These structures here that empty into the main lymphatic ducts, this would represent the jugular trunk. So that's the right jugular trunk. It's going up following the course of the internal jugular vein. Okay, so that's the right lymphatic trunk. Over here on this side, this is the left jugular trunk. Okay, so left jugular trunk, right jugular trunk. Let's see here. These structures coming off and going, following the course of the subclavian vein. That's the right subclavian trunk. Or over here, the left subclavian trunk. These vessels here, and they're a little bit difficult to see, but on the right side, you have some lymphatic vessels going up here. They actually go deep to these big arteries and veins here. They go behind those and come up around and then curve around and empty into the right lymphatic duct. That vessel there is known as the right bronchomediastinal trunk. Comes up, it's here, it's basically draining lymph nodes that are around the bronchi and in the mediastinum. Okay, so that's the right bronchomediastinal trunk. It's dumping in there. So here is your right lymphatic duct, and you have the right bronchomediastinal trunk coming in, you have the right jugular trunk, and you have the right subclavian trunk, all emptying in there. Okay. On the left side, I've already shown you the left jugular trunk, the left subclavian trunk. It also has a left bronchomediastinal trunk. It's a little bit more difficult to see, but it represents this deep vessel here that curves, and you really can't see the connection, but just trust me, it's connecting into the thoracic duct on that side. All right, so left bronchomediastinal trunk, it's going to empty into the left thoracic duct, and it's kind of doing it. I don't know if you can even. It's there. You see it coming in. You really got to focus in there. Let me see if I can do this. Doing like some gymnastics here. It's coming in right there. It's connecting up to the thoracic duct. Okay. All right. Other things to notice from this. What do you suppose? Really got to move this thing around. What do you suppose this lymph node group is up here? Anyone? Submandibular. Okay. This lymph node here, group here, is the cervical lymph nodes. Good. This lymph node group here is the
Axillary.
axillary lymph nodes. Good. And then I think the only other thing, oh wait, then down here in the bearings, in the groin, that's the inguinal lymph nodes. Okay? What else can I show you on this thing? Yeah, that's basically the main structures you should see on this model. All right? Let me continue along here. Any questions about this guy? All right. It's so heavy, I don't know if I'll be able to lift it for the practice. Leave it off. All right. Okay. Lymph nodes. We used to have a model of lymph nodes. Okay. I would say if I can't find that model, then just study the image